your way. Your faith in the prophet means nothing to me. Why does I stare into the abyss? Can you feel your soul blood in this? There's nothing to say, there's nothing to do. In the end it all goes back to you.
Look at that. What is good? Sup Rose, this is Dan with the Aesthetic Bros here, starting off part 5. Now I said I'm starting a new diet and I would like to explain to you what the new diet is, and it is the ketogenic diet. I've been on it for the past 6 days now and it's going pretty well. I don't feel tired, I don't feel lethargic, I don't feel mentally drained like I did on a low carb diet. So far I'm feeling pretty good. Gonna probably either take my body fat today or within the next few days, so I'll let you know how much it has changed me. Usually it takes about a week anyway for the ketones to kick in, for the ketones to actually start working. But once they do, they ain't no stopping. So moving my egg before it burns. Get off. Oh fuck that. I'm leaving that there. Need 2 hands for that shit. So something I've made, which is part of the ketogenic diet, because can't have gluten. It's these bad boy cookies right here. They're soft, they're spongy, they're nice. What are they, you may ask? Alright, so it is 100 grams, all of that. 100 grams of almonds ground up. Right there. Got a shit ton left. Tablespoon of this stuff. And then got this. I only got this because we got a discount code over Twitter. So shout out to Protein Works, because you know they give discounts over Twitter. Got £10 off. So I brought this, and it is banana smooth. It's gluten free too, so it's pretty fucking sweet. And that's what's in this. Does it come off? Holy shit! Almost straight away. It's just a little bit hollow. I would give you a taste test, but fuck that. It's just literally came out of the oven. A bit hot first. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the ketogenic diet later. I'm gonna sit down with Jamie and explain the ketogenic diet to you, because I think that's a smart idea. So yeah, see you later. Hello. Alright, so this is clip 2. Sorry. I just got back from work, more or less. I'm currently cooking my white fish to put with some Swiss cheese, which is slowly but surely fucking off. And I made these cookie things again, which I've shown you before, but this time the recipe is actually adapted, and if you want to, add me on my fitness towel, where you can find it. So basically I took the last recipe, which you guys saw. The only problem was it wasn't really all that sweet and it was quite dry. So I just added this stuff. Just a tablespoon of this stuff, which is basically double fat. I say double fat. Yeah. Per one of these, it's 35 grams of fat, so it's quite a bit, and it is 5 grams of protein. I added a tablespoon to all of this. It's not that much, and it's on my fitness pal if you guys want to check it out. So I'm going to try one on camera and I'll tell you. So they're quite brown actually this time. I also added a tiny bit of cocoa powder. So, still quite banana-y from the protein powder, and not as dry. So win-win. I'm probably gonna make something like a protein powder mush, where you add like a tiny bit of milk or water, stir it up so it makes like a sauce basically, and I could put that on the top of this. No, it's actually better. The second bout was better than the first one. Really banana. Yeah, so give it a shot. I mean, I only bought banana because I know it's a flavour which I would like. pretty strong though, and because I can't eat bananas. Because our part of the ketogenic diet is to cut carbs and sugars, and I eat a lot of fruit, and a lot of fruit means a lot of sugar. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat this. With the steam. No, top of a mouthful. It's a fat fucker. Then I'll eat my fish with some salad whilst I watch Hills of Eyes. I love that film. But yeah, guys, see you later. Okay, so just to wrap up this week's video, I thought I don't really want to talk about the contest prep things as I'm still sorting it out mostly. Well, not mostly, it's small details really. But yeah, I'm sorting a huge chunk of it out, so I would rather talk about it once it's sorted. So I'll continue talking about is what I've been talking about for the other two clips, which is the ketogenic diet, and I'm just going to explain to you basically what it does and how you do it. So the ketogenic diet, you pretty much just cut out all carbs, all forms of carbs, and you got to remember sugar is a carb. Fruits that are rich in sugar will, boost that up. So you got to kind of avoid those. You can't really go over too much. I am allowing myself 30 grams of carbs, which aren't intentional carbs. And by that, what I mean is I can have salad. I can even have tomatoes and like a small handful of blueberries, and nuts, because they're quite high in carbs too. But what I can't have is I can't have oats. I can't have stuff that contains glucose, basically. Glucose or gluten. Really, you need to avoid both of them. So basically, you do this, and this will then put your body into a state of ketosis. Simply, your brain produces something called ketone, which consumes fat as energy. It, consumes fat as energy. And this is good because it helps you drop body fat really fast. A lot of bodybuilders recommend this, especially ready for a show. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I've been doing it for a week now, and last week I had dropped. I took my body fat on Friday, just gone. It is now Monday, and when I measured the first time, which was 14.9, this time it was 12.2. So it's gone down in 2 weeks. Gotta remember that. So that's pretty fucking good, and I feel, as daily watching in the mirror and daily weighing and stuff, I feel that the ketogenic diet has helped me with that. Now, it is very simple. You replace your carbs with fat. So you can have your bacon, you can have your sausages, you can have your whole eggs, you can have cream, double fat cream. A lot of people sometimes recommend don't take dairy, especially bodybuilders, which is fine. That's just, some people have intolerances, even minute, which can affect the dietary system, which can affect weight loss, but that's a different story. So simply, that's what the ketogenic diet does. I'm also taking ketogenic pills, which release ketone into my body faster. So that's also a thing I'm doing. But yes, the ketogenic diet is simply that. You cut out all intentional carbs. I mean, like I said, I still have tomatoes, which are a fruit. I still have a handful of berries, which are a fruit. But they are low carbs, low sugars. You can have a minute amount, don't worry. It's like, I can't have this because this has 0.8 per 100 fucking fucking gram serving, and I'm gonna have 5 grams. It's like, that's fine. It's not gonna take your body out of ketosis. Simply by doing the research, really. And that's what I've been doing, and decided this is the diet for me, simply because low carb diets suck for me. I feel unenergized. I feel like shit. I feel like it's just unbeneficial towards me, and that's personal to me. It's not the same for everybody, but it works for me, and the ketogenic diet makes me happier. Simply, I'm more energized, I'm more vibrant. I can eat things that I want to eat, even if they are a bit fatty, but as long as they fit my macros. That's saying, but it fits my macros. But this is literal. As long as it's below, as long as my daily intake is below 81 grams of fat, then all is okay. And it's as simple as that, because I'm not getting it from shit. I'm getting it from meats or nuts most of the time. So you've got to remember that, and you've got to take that into account when you're doing this. Nuts and seeds are perfectly fine, even if they are quite carby. That's not a gluten, like a gluten kind of carb, or a glutinous carb, should I say, where compared to things like oats or rice. Those are pretty much the kind of things you want to get rid of. Oats, rice, bread, all those kind of, starchy stuff, and potatoes as well. I don't consume either. That's because they're very high in carbs. So that's a rough gist of what the ketogenic diet is. Trust me, if you think you want to do it, research first, and just think. I mean, I'm not very good at explaining things half the time. I don't find the words to explain, and other times I forget the exact technical terms. Not gonna lie, I probably in this clip alone said things incorrectly or said the wrong thing, like glucose or gluten or glutinous stuff like that, because simply I forget. I just know what I have to do and I know what I shouldn't do, and I remember that. Yes, I forget, and sometimes I say things wrong. Not gonna lie, I do. But yes, so that's why I do it. It works for me. I have dropped, like I said, approximately 3% body fat, if not, on it's like 3.7 or some shit. Within 2 weeks, which is good. So at this rate, it's working. I have minute refeeds, and some people do. Some people every week, every other week, will have a refeed of carbohydrates. I don't do that, but I do occasionally misbehave, and by that I mean it still fits my macros, and it still doesn't go over the carb intake which I've set for myself, but it is a carb of which I shouldn't eat, whether it be a very small amount of chocolate or something along those lines, which I know I shouldn't eat. But it doesn't really seem to affect me. I seem to still stay in ketosis, so that's okay. But yeah, I don't want to lie, and I'm going to be completely honest. So the fact is, do research and look into it for yourself if you are thinking about doing it. For me, it works. I have lost a fair bit of weight. I have lost a fair bit of body fat percentage, I should say, not weight, because weight is, I don't want to lose too much weight. But yeah, my body fat has gone down a fair bit. 1 week was low carbs, the other week was the ketogenic diet, even with a naughty day at the end of the week. And I feel better and like I'm losing weight faster on this diet than a low carb diet. But once again, low carb diets to me feel like shit. Some people, low carb diet feels great and ketogenic diet feels like shit. So the fact is, just experiment. I'm not saying you should do it, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm saying experiment, because there will be people out there who will say, yeah, do it, and other people which will say, don't do it, you're going to hurt yourself. I say try. Try, and if you do start to feel crappy and you do start to feel and look unhealthy, then stop. It's as simple as that. But I tried it within the first week of me trying this, first like few days of me trying this, like by the 4th day, I was buzzing, I was happy as a motherfucker, because the diet I felt was right for me, and I still feel right, and it's been a week. So that's going to be it for today's video. So please, give it a little like if you enjoyed it. Recommend it to people, Spread it around, please. Click subscribe if you haven't. It helps us out, and we enjoy having a growing amount of subscribers, which we can rely upon to come and view our videos every single week. We have one on the Monday, which is this, and one on the Friday, which is either a workout or a helpful informational video, which will probably end up going into the ketogenic diet in more depth at some point on one of those. So bros, remember, stay sick.